I had Gene Kelly. I had Betty Garrett.
Vera Ellen.
I had, no, she wasn't in that number.
Oh.
Jules Munchin.
Mm-hmm.
And that number was just a riot. I mean, we had more fun on that set. But I do remember that doing that number at a rehearsal, it was supposed to be in a museum. Do you remember that?
Very well.
With that big dinosaur. My dress flared out during rehearsal, and it hit all those bones, and the whole thing fell down. It just all went black, you know.
Destroyed the museum.
And it was the biggest mess, and they said, cut, because they were just rehearsing. But he said, Anne, I think you better go have lunch, because they've got to get that poor dinosaur all back together again. And they did, and we came in late afternoon, and we shot the number.
You did a lot of traveling for MGM, kind of became an ambassador for the studio.
Yes, I was the first movie star ever into Australia for MGM. I went, the first movie star ever to go to Australia. They were thrilled to death to see a genuine 14-karat gold movie star. And I came out, I took out a picture called The Interrupted Melody. They gave me this red carpet, and I had the car that Queen Elizabeth rode in. And they just knocked them. MGM was so gracious to me. And I got to see my first platypus at the zoo there. They were just fabulous to me. And then that's when they decided to make me the ambassador for MGM. And the foreign department sent me all over the world.
I want to ask you about the social scene in Hollywood. How important was it? Did you like it? Did you feel it was essential to do to keep up your status as a star and everything?
When I was in my era, you know, the 40s, 50s, late 30s, I just loved going to the Macombo at night. I loved going to Ciro's. I loved going to LaRue for dinner. I loved going to the Coconut Grove. I loved dressing up because I worked so hard, Robert, dancing. I mean, I'd have to wring out towels with perspiration. I worked hard, and I would get these pretty dresses, and I'd put on perfume and pretty earrings. So going out and being seen was kind of important to me. And I dated some nice guys. I went out with Stuart Granger. I went out with Glenn Ford. All these people. It was fun for me. But I loved MGM because if you went to a premiere and you didn't have a beautiful dress, the wardrobe department gave it to you. If you didn't have a lovely fur, they loaned it to you. If you didn't have an escort, they found some contract player to go with you. If you didn't have a limo, they furnished the limo. Everything was like a beautiful dream. And that's why when the end of some of their contracts came, a lot of these people were like fish out of water. They didn't know what to do with themselves. Today, I'm told that people like Robert Redford or Harrison Ford, when these big pictures are released, they have to hire their own press agents. We had 100 people at MGM that did nothing morning, noon, and night except dress their stars up, photographing them with Happy New Year costumes, Halloween costumes, 4th of July costumes, birthdays. They did nothing except think about how they could get your picture in Photoplay magazine or in Life magazine. They were sitting there thinking 24 hours what to do with their stars and starlets.
Was there a lot of time spent in the photo lab? I mean, did you have
Yes.
appointments where you had to go and do that a lot?
Oh, Anne Strauss was there, who did all the fashion things at MGM.
Did you like that? I mean, was that a
It was
nuisance?
wonderful.
Or you
No,
liked that?
no. I enjoyed it. Everything about things to dress up and look pretty was wonderful for me because half the time I was wandering around in, you know, ballet tights and old slacks and sloppy old sweaters, rehearsing. So whenever I had a chance to go in and get my hair all done up and look pretty I loved it because it was so opposite of what I had to be, what I really was, which was, as tap dancing is next to ditch digging, Fred Astaire always said, and I guess it was really.
Tell us about the process of that. How How did they set that up for a movie when you were going to do a number? Say we're going to do Easter Parade and you're going to do 4 numbers. Is that done before the movie?
Oh, yes. You go in and you rehearse so many hours per day, and you had to share, they had, you know, like time appointments for the halls. So when I was in working, then they would kick me out because Fred Astaire was coming in, or they'd kick me out or Gene Kelly was coming in. But everything was rehearsed. Then you'd go, after you set it in the rehearsal hall, then you would go on the set and see your set. And that was always kind of difficult, because when you first walked on that set, you realized that what you had done in a rehearsal hall, that was this much room, when you got on the set, it was that much room. So it had to be adjusted. And no matter how good your dance was or how hard you worked, if the lights weren't right for the cameraman or the sound wasn't right for the sound man, they threw it out. You'd have to do it over. So sometime we did it over and over and over, but we got it right, and everybody happy.
Now, when you're a dancer and as specialized as you, because you did things no one else could do, how much was it you adding to a number? Say they'd set a number, you have a choreographer, but how much is it Ann Miller adding what Ann Miller did?
Well, for tapping, I did my own steps. And the dance directors, the choreographers, they placed everything around me. But I did my own tap dancing. But when I worked with Bob Alton, and we did like the Dance of Fury, well, that wasn't my forte, you know, being a Spanish dancer. So I let him plan all the moves with the fan, and when Ricardo had to pick me up and all that, Kissing Bandit I'm talking about, I let Bob Alton stage everything, and Sid did too, because it was all coordinated. The 3 of us together had to be coordinated. Bob Alton was incredible.
Was there an awful lot of time had to be spent concentrating just on your moves then, or your position, as opposed to your actual tapping that you're doing?
Well, you see, what we did, Robert, we would set the numbers in the rehearsal halls with tap shoes. And then, it was very complicated. And then we would have to work with rubber on our shoes when we shot the number, because they had highly glossed floors. So we would go out and we would tap, but it was with rubber on your shoes. But you have to go through all the motions just like you did with the taps. Then later, after the number is on film, you would go in later into the sound studio and you'd put on your earphones. They'd flash it on the screen, and you would have to have a tap mat, like a tap thing on the floor.
Like a board?
Like a board. And then you would put your taps, match your taps with your feet. And it was called
so that
looping.
Was done later.
Looping.
Now, as opposed to also the different choreographers, there were 3 distinct units, musical units at MGM. The Jack Cummings unit, the Joe Pasternak unit, and the Arthur Freed unit.
Yes.
Tell us a little about the difference. What was different about them and how they work? Because you work for all of them.
Well, I did. Arthur Freed ruled the lot. Like a president, he had a great cabinet around him. He had Roger Edens, Vincent Minnelli as a director, Chuck Walters as a director. He had all these brilliant people, Irene for the costumes, or Adrian, or he had all these brilliant brains around him. And he, for some reason, I don't know whether L.B. Mayer or, but they gave him the cream of the crop. Joe Pasternak, his success really started with Deanna Durbin over at Universal, and that's when they got him over at MGM. He was great too in his own way, but he didn't have that tremendous cabinet around him that Arthur Freed kept with him constantly, because Gene Kelly became an enormous influence in the Freed unit.
But now that brings us to Jack Cummings, who did maybe what may be your best film at MGM, Kiss Me Kate.
Yes, well, Jack had great taste. I mean, Jack Cummings was a member of the L.B. Mayer family. I suppose you knew that. Mm-hmm. They were related. But Mr. Cummings had great taste. When he got Kiss Me Kate, naturally, that's Cole Porter. Cole Porter came out, like Irving Berlin came out to meet the cast and all for the Easter Parade. Cole Porter came for Kiss Me Kate, and I got to know him, and he was such a darling. But he had a great sort of like insight into what he wanted, and he didn't have all that cabinet around him like Freed did. These two men, Pasternak and Cummings, they did their own thing.
Go, girl, go.
Back to Kiss Me Kate for a minute. Hermes Pan, you worked with him again. You were also working with Bob Fosse. You're one of the few that's worked with Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly, and Bob Fosse.
I saw Bob Fosse and Carol Haney, who was a great dancer and who agreed to be Hermes Pan's assistant dance director on the film. And so she was my assistant dance director, so I did a lot of rehearsing with her. And one afternoon, she wasn't anywhere around, and Hermes said, well, where is Carol? I said, I think she's next door rehearsing. He said, well, let's go over and see what she's doing. So we sort of sneaked around and we looked, and here was Bob Fosse. He was dancing with her, and they were doing all this, I called it kind of the Jack Cole syndrome type of work. And we looked, and they were sensational what they were doing. They were just noodling around. And I said, Hermes, go get George Sidney. He ought to see this. So George, we found him. He came over, and we were all looking. And finally, after they finished, we all came out, and we applauded. And I said, George, you got to put that in the movie. That's great. And that's how From This Moment On came about. And that was the beginning of Bob Fosse's career. And Bob always credited me for that. He said, if you hadn't seen me rehearsing, Annie, probably I wouldn't have gone on like I did.